How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Veronica Mars. We're on episode 9 of season 2. So yeah, I mean, we are looking at the possibility of quite a few things in regards to Meg. Obviously, she's still in a coma, but there was a letter that was quite startling for Duncan, and I do have my suspicions about what that could mean. But yeah, there's also the possibility for Logan to strike back at Weevil after his gang. It was veering close to torture of, I mean, to be fair, it was torture anyways, but it could have gone a lot more worse if Weevil didn't call things off. Still, not a really great place for Logan to be at in a season where he has just been spiraling, and again, he has promised revenge against Weevil in particular. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into this episode of Veronica Mars, episode 9 of season 2. Let's go.
For the next 5 days,
oh God, we are.
Moms and dads
Meg is pregnant,
will team
isn't
up
she?
And care for your very own baby. Think it over.
That's not how you hold a kid.
Pick a good one, honey. I gotta go see the man.
Yeah, that isn't a coinky that they're doing the baby
me?
thing.
SAT cheating scam?
You know, I
Toilet
guess
cam in
basically a
girl's
scene
locker room?
after Duncan found that letter.
I don't see any cameras here. There's no way you can prove that I broke in.
How else
What
have
if
you
it's
got your
hidden?
hands on the drug testing results?
The faked drug test results?
Way back in.
Let me walk
Okay,
you through it.
episode
Usually
2.
when I save your
One.
butt.
I'd be inclined to let you off with detention.
Fine, detention.
All right.
I'll take it.
I mean, it's the lesser of all evils, I guess.
I'll help you get your company up and running. But
Ooh.
basically, you're hiring me to do your homework for you. Right?
Yeah, basically. Basically, yes. Yeah. As long as she's getting paid.
7th period teacher to let me out early.
Follow me then. Got a little project for you.
Ooh.
The janitor had a dolly accident last week
Oh.
moving the permanent records.
Unless she
Your
finds
sentence is
something
up
very,
when
very
each of
revealing.
these files
Teenager, even long after Leanne the adult failed to meet or exceed expectations.
Suspended 3 days.
Leanne Reynolds
False.
suspended
Wow.
3 days for spreading false and malicious rumors concerning another student.
But the student name was blacked out, seemingly. Oh shit! Whoa, he just took a... Oh no!
Ever hear of genetics, kid?
He's got his own gang.
Grandma, I've got a 50-50.
I didn't understand the consequences. A lot of people got hurt because your mother just couldn't keep her mouth shut.
Oof.
Maybe you can learn from her mistake.
Wow. No way!
Well, there you go, kid. Here's life lesson number 1.
Oh, for Wallace to
What
be
goes around
here.
comes- I'm sorry, can you go slower? Leanne was a fiend?
Friend.
My mom the fiend. Tell
All
me something I
that.
don't
She could
know.
be a fiend.
But during the time she was here, Leanne
Yeah.
was rather vicious.
Oof. Well, at least Veronica's not like her. Just vicious with her cases, I guess. I don't know.
Veronica!
Hey!
And you, Alan. How's...
Again, we need a scene with her and Kendall. And it works because she is Logan's sister.
Thanks. Anyway, I can't act.
Oh, acting's
Ha, meta.
overrated. You've got presents, sweetie. Listen, we'll catch up later. Right now, my company needs me. Ugh, the play is my master and I am its whore.
Jesus Christ.
Can't I just be loved for me?
The Maserati
Oh
retails
my...
150 grand, but I'll let you have
Duncan!
half that. You do know how to drive stick, don't you?
The clean living.
Hi, baby. What took you so
Oh
long?
my god, it's
If I'd
happening.
known you were throwing yourself at my roommate, I'd have raced home.
Are you, like, sleeping with my little brother?
This is so much!
13. He wishes. So, is this your much older sister I've heard nothing about?
Yes,
Is there a club where you, Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Joey Travolta, and Melissa Rivers all meet for
There's
drinks?
the Cordy.
There is. I don't think you'd like it. It's 21 and over. We're hitting an after party at Chuck E. Cheese, though, if you're free. Okay, well, I need him in bed by 10 p.m. sharp.
Oh my god, I'm just... Oh my god. Every Buffy fan who is watching this is just in euphoria at this moment. Especially since these two are sparring off. Especially when you think back to the first ever episode of Buffy. And, you know, Cordy was absolutely murdering Willow. And you just wouldn't imagine this. I don't know, maybe season 6 Willow, maybe. But, you just would not imagine. You know, the bravado, the confidence that obviously Trina has. It just works so well. This is what I've wanted so much. Like, ever since... ever since Charisma was a part of this show. Like, Allison was already on it. I needed this. Lo and behold. I can sleep happily tonight.
But by homecoming, they were together for good. Or so Leanne thought.
Yeah.
What happened?
They
Despite
were, in
the
fact,
little shrew
not
that he
together
dated
for
over
good.
The summer told him that she was pregnant.
Jake Kane got somebody pregnant 25 years ago?
Shit!
So she dumped because Celeste said she was pregnant, or
Yeah.
Mom said Celeste was pregnant because she was dumped.
Yeah. Probably, because, I mean, I'm just thinking, obviously, in terms of the Kanes, Lily, who was, well, yeah, Lily and Duncan. We don't know anyone else. So we thought, so, yeah. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's the second option that Veronica proposed. That there was this rumor going around, and I don't know, because that's the thing. Like, here's the thing. It might, like, they've even said that Leanne was vicious, so she could make this comment, oh yeah, Celeste's pregnant, and then she could just try to I don't know, shame her during school and all of that, and yeah, so I don't know, but Leanne's apparently vicious, so
Can I ask you a question about Mom?
Shoot.
I was expecting a bit more of a, like,
She was
comment from
still
Keith.
a cool person, right?
Of course she was cool. She married me, didn't she?
Ah!
County birth records, find out if Mom was telling the truth.
And that's gonna tell you what? You know who your
What
mom
she,
was.
like, yeah, that's it though. It's like,
Forget
what are
the
you
past
wanting
couple
out of
years.
this?
You loved her. She loved you.
Here, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord,
stick the
have
bottle
better
in there.
commerce than with...
Oh! You didn't watch your step there.
This is where you would come in. You would be the face of the Phoenix Land Trust.
Gee, Cassidy, I didn't think you liked me.
I don't, but I find value in your desperation.
Man!
Celeste was lying.
That? Or she might have had an abortion.
Is that the type of thing you can check up on?
Ooh, yeah.
It looks to me like
Too
you
young
and Duncan
to be
have a nice
pregnant
little
and
thing
worried
going.
about maybe
So
what
why do you have
parents
to
might
go
think?
out of your way to pick off a 25-year-old scab? If she didn't split Jake and your mom up, well, you wouldn't have me. And that means you wouldn't be you, Veronica.
No?
And that would
Which-
be bad.
You just
right?
gotta think back to the whole dilemma last season with the DNA test and if Veronica was a Kane or a Mars, right? So thankfully this whole kerfuffle has been put to bed. Because, you know, Keith's comment is pretty relevant there. So, yeah. But I do get it that Veronica wants that validation that there is at least a little bit of good in terms of Leanne. So, yeah. And we know that Celeste can be a bit cold, right?
She is a warm-hearted, good-humored, lovely woman of high
You can throw up
breeding
now,
and
Veronica.
impeccable
You've said enough
social grace.
bullshit.
Why, thank you, Veronica.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Scenario, things don't work out, I'll just dump her off at the big dance.
Damn!
Worked at your prom, didn't it?
Does she ever make sense, Duncan?
Does she ever thaw out, Duncan?
Poor Duncan's in the middle of this.
All I see is your drunk slut of a mother.
Whoa, alright, that is too far.
That is a weird question. I'm more of what you'd call a bottle blonde.
Wait, what if
And I'm
she
guessing
is
you're
the
about 25.
baby?
You should really work at a carnival. I am indeed 25.
Oh,
Please, don't ask me
shit.
You waiting for the music to swell before you start the apology?
We have something in common now. We both need to find out who killed Felix.
Yes, we
So
get
what, we
these
team
two back
up?
on the same team.
Get matching capes, I ride shotgun in a sidecar.
Something like that, but not
Maybe.
yet.
Well, I hope you don't just expect me to stand here and take it.
Wouldn't be much fun if you did.
All right, so who's gonna throw the first?
Reputation. Oh. He's gonna. He heard the bell. He has to play the. Yeah.
Lucky they got that door down. Sounded like we was just beating the freckles off his ass.
It was you.
In public.
You know, I think that might be illegal.
Still, you're admiring my moxie, aren't you?
These two are definitely getting together.
Something like that.
I can see it.
I happen to know she ended up in a wealthy local home.
Oh.
She did.
Though this past year, I'm afraid, her adoptive mother committed suicide and her adoptive father went to jail.
Oh. Oh.
It's always hope.
I don't need hope. I need bone marrow. My doctor said only a blood relation can save me.
What about your parents?
I'm adopted. Unless the mother who abandoned me comes forward, unless I find out who I really am,
My.
it's over.
Celeste Kane is your mom.
Well, there's worse news you could have given me. They've got billions.
I suppose they do.
Wow, the positive.
I was going to use this audition tape to smoke her out.
You know, if we hurry, that tape can make tonight's entertainment news. Oh, it's the least
What
Big
the
Pat can
fuck?
do for me after leaving all those pervy messages on my voicemail.
I just love how she's taking this in stride. She was so worried she would be throwing to the wolves Trina. But Trina's like, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's do it. I'm in. Yeah. Any clout, that's absolutely fine by her. So, it's, yeah, Celeste, I mean, to be fair, there's no love lost between Veronica and Celeste, even before this episode, but that makes things a little bit easier. A big screw you, big middle finger to Celeste.
This is a student production.
Trina?
Wait,
What'd
no
she say?
way. Oh, it wasn't so. Oh.
Could you please tell me what's going on?
Oh my god.
She's saying she wants to give you her bone marrow.
She's your mom.
Hurt. Your mother was my friend. Friend?
Damn. There you go,
Leanne
friend,
is your
Fiend.
What a difference a letter makes.
Well, yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe she meant
She
friend,
didn't lunch with
and
me
you
most
just,
of the
yeah.
time. She was the sweetest, coolest girl in school.
At least she got that validation there in terms of Leanne wasn't exactly a monster or vicious
When I
or
was a kid, I used to
cold-hearted.
imagine that someday. What happened to my real dad? You said he was a teacher, right?
Even better.
Raise academic achievement scores.
Nah!
Hope I'm interrupting.
Rena,
What?
glad to see you're feeling better.
For your daughter, after dumping me and the John on prom night.
Holy I don't know if his tenure as principal is going to be
You grabbed dinner yet?
long lasting now.
Key to your office. Now that was clever. Obviously, you had to find a way to stick me in detention. That way you could be sure I'd find my way into my mom's permanent file.
What are you going on about?
I don't think he was involved. I think it was just destiny. What's up? Boom! Oh my god. Well, the suspicions were right. I mean, it was a number Oh, shit! I mean, I doubt she just awoke from her coma there. Or whatever. Because that is pretty, good timing, if that's the case. But maybe she heard Veronica or some shit, and then was like, yeah. So, and she's been awake for, well, obviously, she's just come around and all of that, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was one of the first things, wasn't it, to think about when it came to why Duncan reacted the way he did to that letter in the last episode. It's the fact that Meg might be pregnant. And then, it didn't help matters that the first scene, like, imagine if you're binge-watching Veronica Mars, first scene to come after Duncan reading that letter, basically, is, you know, sex ed class. Oh, this is you practicing to be parents. So it's like a little on the nose, ain't it? And of course, you know, Duncan pretending to be a father when the real deal might hit him soon. So obviously, it might not be Duncan's in a term in regards to how you know, how apt it would be in this whole scenario when obviously there was rumors going around that Celeste had a kid that she dumped on prom night when, yeah, obviously that wasn't the case, so, but damn, Trina. Holy shit. Yeah, that's gonna be a kerfuffle. That's gotta be a kerfuffle. I mean, it was already looking to be a bit of a kerfuffle when it came to Kendall and Duncan. You know, if they were going to pursue things for, like, I mean, Kendall did try to advance on Duncan, but Duncan was like, nope. And, I mean, this isn't exactly like he cheated or whatever. Because that's it, though. He would have been, would this, I'm just thinking, though, because they were together during, prom night, weren't they? You think back to, when was it? I think it was during, oh, wait. Okay, here's how I think things came together. I don't know. But wasn't Trina's first episode the same night as, like, that little prom dance thingy-mabob? How apt would it be if that's when she became pregnant first? I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how the timeline works in regards to that. But, how apt would it have been in terms of this episode and whatnot? If that's when Meg first got pregnant. Oh my god. I don't think so. I don't know. So, because again, I don't even know the, how long it's been since the bus accident, and, yeah. But it's been a noticeable amount of time, considering she, obviously developed that bump, so yeah, but holy shit. So, it's gonna be really awkward next episode, I would imagine, but I mean, that's it though. I wasn't surprised. I mean, It's just like, even the shots itself was like, oh shit, they are covering the bump, aren't they? And then you see the second monitor, and it's like, boom. And that's it, though. Like, even the ending of the last episode when Duncan read the letter, you're just thinking, is that... Like, and seeing him react the way he did, you just think about the possibility... What would get him to be like that, basically? Lo and behold. I mean, it's... Like, that's the first thing to come to your mind, isn't it? Like, is Meg pregnant? Because that makes the whole situation... more like severe, right? So, but at least Meg is awake. I thought it would take it until the end of the season, maybe, to come around again. So yeah, but Meg is awake, and again, I don't know if, you know, I mean, she must have been awake for a few hours at least, or something along those lines. Otherwise, the timing does work very aptly in terms of her just coming around from her coma as soon as Veronica walks out the room, just digesting that major bombshell. When you've also got to consider the last time that Veronica and I mean, she hated Veronica's guts, and I doubt that's going to change. So yeah, but holy shit, though. And holy shit in regards to the whole Trina plot as well, because I mean, it was going to be very interesting to follow that plot exactly in terms of what was going on with Leanne, because obviously Veronica wanted that validation that Leanne wasn't a complete monster, and I mean, thankfully she came out this episode looking in a bit of a better light. I can't say exactly in a greater light in the present day, considering she took off with the money, and she has disappointed Veronica in over the course of season 1, and it does help. It does help Veronica's case that she does have some semblance of good in her, because she did look out for someone, and yeah, she went out to protect her. So yeah, and I kind of had the feeling that Mary was going to refer to her as a friend, because Fiend and friend, one, like Veronica said, one that makes a difference. And I was just thinking that in my head, like, well, you and she couldn't keep up initially, could she? So it's easy to leave one letter out, right? And it can be a whole different meaning. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like you're and you're, you are and you're, right? It's just like that. Although you do have a little thing between the you and the are, but you get the idea. There's always the debate in terms of what is the right way of using you are and your, right? Anyways, yeah, I did love Trina's reaction though when it came to her big moment in this episode. Like, even the fact that she was willing to go through with this whole, okay, we need to find my birth mother. Like, I mean, Veronica did double back when it came to she was initially going to leave in that secrecy when it comes to Trina in that secrecy, but admitted the truth and all of that, and then Trina was ball for Veronica's game and all of that. But when it came to her confronting her birth mother, and I really loved the support, even if, you know, she isn't rich and all of that, because that's it though. Like, if my mom is Celeste Kate, that's great. I'm loaded. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think there is a bit of integrity there when she went to, like, especially with the distress and all of that. She even said that she still, and I guess we know why as well. Why, she was looking out for Trina when Trina went to school. But I mean, she looked out for her, and Trina still had that integrity to hug her biological mum. In terms of, still being grateful, and then having the goal to challenge the principal and all of that. And basically be like, oh, you were never there and all of that, and you're ungrateful, and it's about time you got outed and all of that. It was just really, really great for her to absolutely shame her biological father. So yeah, but the fact that, well, now Principal Clemens was behind all this shit, I was so confuddled though, because I was thinking maybe it's a destiny thing in terms of you getting to know your mom a bit more. No, and he was trying to be modest because he didn't want Veronica to have bragging rights, for crying out loud, for something that he was opting for as well. Because he was like, you know what, I'll take any and every opportunity to get Principal if he's getting thrown. Because that's it though. If there is a chance, he'll take it, and yeah. So Clement, like, it's the fact that he has a little bit of a wild side to him. Yeah, he wanted to get that principal's job and pass with flying colours, and he wasn't going to let Veronica reap in any of the spoils. He was going to really have Veronica be like, look, believe any narrative you want. You know what? Yeah, I had nothing to do with this. And then he just winks at the camera. So, oh man, bit of a wild side to Clemens. Who would have thought it? So, yeah. But to be fair, the previous principal is a piece of shit. So, yeah. So Clemens deserves it. But man, holy damn. It's really great though that, I mean, there is a bit more of a positive aura when it comes to Leanne. So, yeah. And, you know, Mary's story, yeah, it is really, really nice that Trina and Mary had that moment, like I said. That Mary, and there's a full circle moment, really, at the end of the day. So, yeah, but it was really, really great, the whole investigation of what happened in regards to what happened that day in the 1980s and all of that. And, yeah, I mean, just investigating it entirely, especially when it came to Celeste, for example. Like, the clash between Veronica and Celeste was just great. So yeah, and even throwing in a little red herring there, in terms of Astrid. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great, this episode. Also getting a little bit of a vibe there between Cassidy and Mac. Come on, it just works. It just works so much in terms of their dynamic. So yeah, but yeah, that's all I just really have to say for it in regards to Cassidy and Mac. Ship, do it. I think it just works. It just works so well. But yeah, it was just really, really you know, great stuff when it came to Logan's story. I do have to interject though, the scene with Kendall and Trina. Perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been absolutely pissed if they never got an opportunity to have Charisma and Allison in the same scene. And I was just thinking, like, it makes so much sense though, because Kendall is banging Logan anyways, and who is Logan's sister? So, although obviously with this episode things gotten a bit more complicated in terms of the family dynamic, but no, I mean, I say complicated. It's not like a Once Upon a Time family tree, is it? So, no, in all seriousness, no. I mean, I was going to be so pissed if we never had an interaction between Charisma and Allison because, yeah, I mean, they know they are hiring another Buffy alumni in this show. They already had Allison, and then they have Charisma here, and yeah. One of my hopes when we first saw Charisma in this show was that Allison was going to return, because she hadn't appeared in season 2 yet. So she could have just been a season 1 deal and that's it. Although given the debacle between Aaron and all of that, I mean, it would have been a bit of a surprise if Trina never showed up again. So yeah, but like I said, I mean, that scene was just perfection. Especially when I was just flashing back to the beginning of Buffy and just so overwhelmed Willow was when, Cordy was just, towering over her in terms of just intimidating her. And now you've got someone who, with a lot of bravado, like I said, I think season 6 Willow, like especially the later part of season 6 Willow, if you know, you know, I think that works in terms of like, if that incarnation of Willow were to challenge Cordy. But other than that, I mean, it's just so weird. It's just so eerie. Because Trina has a lot of confidence and a lot of flair about her. And Kendall is just she just channeled Cordelia at times. So yeah. And that scene when they were sparring off for like a good minute or two was definitely peak Cordelia. I don't care. So oh man, it's so great. That's it though. Like when it comes to, I guess, actors who work together on a previous show, for example, and they have to interact again, it just sends chills. Like I'm kind of I'm not hoping. I am guaranteeing that kind of vibe when it comes to The Boys season 5, for example. Because Eric obviously does that and Supernatural, but because Jensen Ackles was already a part in The Boys, and then they've got Misha Collins and Jared involved in season 5, I need them 3, maybe 4 with Jim Beaver already a part of The Boys. I need them 3 at least to share a scene together. I don't care if it's fan servicey or anything like that. That is the idea that I have in my mind when it comes to The Boys season 5, and Jared, Misha, and Jensen are in season 5 of The Boys. I need a scene with all 3 of them. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be pissed. So that's the kind of vibe you want, really, when it comes to these, especially Allison and Charisma were pretty big stars when it came to Buffy. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, Logan, I got sidetracked for a good solid few minutes, but I mean, I love Buffy so much. And I loved that scene so much, so... but, yeah, when it comes to Logan and Weevil teaming, it's great. I mean, I kind of had a feeling like last week Weevil was trying to, assess Logan to see if he did kill Felix. And now he's gotten that affirmation. So them two are, working together, but in secret as well. That's why they had to beat the shit out of each other in the toilets, because they do need a smoke and mirrors scenario, basically, when it comes to their collaboration, so they can work together, because otherwise it's going to damage Weevil's reputation, which I mean, he's already feeling a bit challenged when it comes to people not being very upfront about certain bits and pieces. So Weevil needs a bit of a strong leadership, and that would be compromised if people knew that he and Logan were working together. So yeah. So it's it's going to be really, really great, but we'll just have to wait and see where things go in that department because, yeah, but I do. It's either going to be Thumper and, yeah, I feel like it's still Thumper that is the one who killed Felix. Although that might be so obvious given the last couple of episodes, I don't know, but if there wasn't any you know, prior confidence that Logan didn't kill Felix, you know, prior to these last 2 episodes, well, now it's out there, so, yeah. Like I said, though, from the very get-go, I knew Logan didn't kill Felix. So, and it's, like, it's just hot off Aaron being revealed to have killed Lily, so, yeah, someone's going to be a complete dick about it, and I bet you it's Thumper, so, yeah. But who knows? But yeah, solid episode. Next episode is going to be really interesting. Oh boy. You had all that preparation, Duncan. Now it's the real deal. Although, like I said, it might not be, you know, Duncan's kid. Meg could have had, you know, some kind of affair with someone. I don't know. But, I mean, we don't know even what that letter said. I mean, obviously the pregnancy revelation would have been in that letter. But, I mean, it could have, like, yeah, I'm just, yeah, it's gonna be an absolute, yeah, it's gonna absolutely suck, because, you know, you can expect Veronica and Duncan to just break things off, but, yeah. It'll be very interesting, definitely. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!